right, guys. So I want to take some time to talk about, all month long we've been working a lot of open guard stuff. So I want to take some time right now to talk about your keys to success with the spider guard. So let me grab Kev here. All right. However you get the spider guard, let's start from our knees here first, right? So moving out to spider guard, boom, boom, boom. So it's important to remember that it's not just good enough to put your feet on the biceps and hold the sleeves, because there's no pressure here, right? If Kevin wants to get his arms back right now, he can get his arms back and do all kinds of stuff and pass my guard, and it's going to suck, right? So just like we do with our guard passing game and our top game, everything we do here is pressure. Pressure, 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 pressure. That's all you hear around here. You're getting pressured during the guard pass. You're getting pressured during the crossbody. You're getting pressured during the mount. All right, so we want to do the same thing here. We want to have pressure in our spider guard. So once we enter it, when you put that foot into the crook of the elbow and kick it out, what I like to do is make sure my elbow is flared in, my thumb is to the ceiling, and now I'm pulling that. That feels different, all right, Kev?
Yes.
Now there's pressure, like almost to the point that it's uncomfortable. So now if he's trying to get his arm back, I've got it locked in here, and he's not going to get it back easily. And not to say he won't get it back, but at least he won't get it back easily, right? So the idea of pressure. So once I go to my spider guard, the idea of turning my elbow in, keeping my thumb up, even turning my toes out a bit so that I'm pushing with the foot and pulling with the grip to create pressure. Now, something we don't talk about in other aspects like guard passing or like top game is counter pressure. And we need to have counter pressure in order to have a successful spider guard. So what do I mean by that? Is once I've created pressure on one side, I can't just leave the other side alone, right? It can't just be hanging out over here. I have to create some type of counter pressure. So what I do here is I pull with my foot, right? I pull with my leg. And notice I still have my elbow in, my thumb up. And then I flare my foot slightly out, right? So I'm turning my knee out. I'm almost pushing him that way a little bit, right? So rather than just have all the pressure here and then have this one hanging out doing nothing, I'm moving. So I'm spreading my knees and my groin out. Now you feel like pressure, counter pressure. So now I've got him moving in two directions. I got pressure up and I got counter pressure out. If he starts to move around, then I can always switch that. And now this is where we start to get them off base, and I can start to sweep them. So counter pressure, pressure. All right, both legs need to be doing something. Both grips need to be doing something. All right. Now if he stands up, we have to remember that same thing. All right, pressure, counter pressure, and it's the same idea of extension, pulling, and moving out. But now, most important of all, when they stand, is my toes turn out. My heels turn in to provide me these extra grips. I'll even curl my toes and grab like his gi or his biceps. So now I got pressure, counter pressure, but I also have stickiness. So if he's trying to back away and throw my legs out, they're hooked onto his biceps, all right? Whereas if I just have my toes pointed straight up and down and he gets a good yank, the toes might come right out, all right? So pressure, counter pressure idea, from both the opponent kneeling and the opponent standing. You have to have these things in your spider guard in order to have any hopes of successfully maintaining your guard or sweeping from the spider guard.